Hello friends, welcome to CA Astrology, and today we are going to discuss about bhava chalitam chart. Yes, it is a very important chart in Vedic astrology, and I will today explain you how to prepare this chart, and in the next video I will explain you how to do predictions regarding your ascendant chart like your Rashi chart and bhava chalitam chart. So both the charts have some difference, and this I'll explain you in two different videos. So today this is all about how to prepare bhava chalitam chart. So let us take one example, friends. So to prepare bhava chalit chart you require two things, that is the degrees of your lagna, means the degrees of your ascendant, and the exact date and birth, time and date of birth of the person for whom you are preparing the bhava chalitam chart. In a lot of cases you will see that planets, when placed in a Rashi chart, they move either to the previous house or to the succeeding house according to their degrees in the Rashi chart. So this I explain you how to prepare it. So let's take one example. So today is 30th of April 2022, and time is 7:52 a.m. in the morning, and place is Gurugram, Haryana. So this is my native place, and I'm making this video at this particular time. So I've taken this example. So at this particular time, you can see on your screen also, I'll display one screenshot of the chart and the bhava chalitam chart. Both you can see differently on your screen. So the lagna degrees or the ascendant degrees are 20. So for this I have to take my notes so that I don't make any mistake. 22 49 20 42 59. This is the degree of the lagna. You can see on your screen as well. I have already displayed a chart. So the lagna degrees are 20 42 59. So what you have to do, this bhava chalitam chart is prepared on one universal method. That method is called equal house distribution. That is the method which is widely accepted all over India, and most of the astrologers and most of the softwares apply this method. This is a very unique method explained by Rishi Parashar in his Brihat Parashar Hora Shastra, and in this way you can prepare bhava chalitam chart in a very easy way. So if your ascendant degrees are more than 15 degrees, so this is a very important point. Please note it very carefully. If your lagna degrees are more than 15 degrees, then in that case you have to subtract 15 degrees from the degrees of the ascendant you have got. So this will come to 542 59. So this means whatever Rashi chart you have got, in this case you are already seeing a chart on your screen. It has number 2 sign in the ascendant. So this means the first house means number 2 ascendant, where it is written the first house will start from 5 degrees 42 minutes and 59 seconds. So for this you always remember one thing: one Rashi is equal to 30 degrees. This is the basic rule of Vedic Jyotish. This I'll explain you with a small example as well. I can explain you with example. So this is the number 2 sign, where you can see in your screen as well. So this particular area is of 30 degrees. This you have to remember always in your mind. So the first house begins from 5 degrees approximately. The house starts from here approximately, you can say it will start from this place, means the first house starts from 5 degrees 42 minutes and 59 seconds from Taurus sign. So what you have to do, just in a simple way I'll explain you. Draw a straight line like this and write 5 42 59. This is the starting point of that particular house, means this is the starting point of Taurus sign. So here you can write first house and number 2 sign, and approximately here you can write 20 42 59. This is the degrees of the lagna and this is called the center point. In lot of softwares you would see that they write cusp. So what is the difference between cusp and center point? I'll explain you in the coming videos, but for your convenience you can write here this is the center point. So every house, like first house, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, it goes on like this. The center point of every house would be 20 degrees 42 minutes and 59 seconds. So this is called the equal house distribution system, where each house has the same center point as the degrees of your lagna. So from this center point lot of predictions are done, and you can even calculate the nakshatras in each houses. I'll make some videos on that as well in my coming videos. And then here you can write 30 degrees. So this means first house with number 2 sign begins at 5:42 59 seconds. This is the center point of number 2 sign, means first house, and the first house ends at 30 degrees because I have already told you in the beginning, one house or one rashi is equal to 30 degrees. So one house or one rashi cannot go beyond 30 degrees. So this is the end of number 2 sign. From here you can write like this: number 3 or Gemini sign begins, and this 5:42 59 would be the end point of the first house. So now I will explain you very easily and very comfortably so that you don't commit any mistakes. We have taken first house, the lagna degrees, the ascendant degrees are 20 42 59. From that we have subtracted 15 degrees, and 5 42 59 is the point from where the first house begins. So I have taken first house, and first house has number 2 sign in it. So first house begins from this point. This is the center point. This is the end of number 2 sign, but it is not the end of first house. This is very important to understand. This is not the end of first house. So first house starts from here and it ends somewhere here in the number 3 sign. So this is the first house which covers 2 signs, basically number 2 and number 3. So any planet, if placed in number 3 sign in your chart within 5 degrees 42 minutes, that planet will move to first house but it will remain in a number 3 sign. This is the difference between the Rashi chart and the bhava chalitam chart. In a bhava chalitam chart, you cannot take signs, you only have to mark the houses. Like this is the first house, this is the second house, that you can write in Roman numericals like first, second, third, fourth, fifth. In bhav chalitam chart, friends, never write any number, any sign in it, because it will create difficulties in your prediction part. So let's see in this example, which you already the chart I have displayed on your screen. Jupiter and Venus both are placed in 11th house. Here Jupiter and Venus both are placed in 11th house and number 12 sign. But in bhava chalitam chart, which you can see on your screen, both of them have moved to number 10 house. So this is very important. You need to study this very carefully. So both have moved in number 10th house, where number 11 sign is written. So I'll explain you. So this I'll explain you with example. So let's write here 10th house, number 11 sign. So this is the starting point 542, this is the center point 2042, and this is the end of number 11 sign. Still here it is number 11 sign, 10th house, but the 10th house still continues, and here it starts number 12 sign, but still it is 10th house. So this you have to always keep in mind. So this will end. So this 10th house starts from number 11 sign, it moves like this, and here number 11 sign ends and number 12 sign begins, and number 12 sign ends at 542 degrees in 10th house. So this you have to remember very carefully. So now what we will do, we will see the degrees of Jupiter and Venus. So first we will see the degrees of Jupiter, which I have written on my notebook as well. The degrees of Jupiter are 3, 39, 28. So I will write here 339, 28. So now you need to understand this very carefully. Jupiter is placed in number 12 sign, but number 12 sign, some part of number 12 sign till 5 degrees and 42 minutes comes under 10th house. So that means when you will prepare the bhava chalitam chart, Jupiter, it will move from 11th house to 10th house, because the degrees of Jupiter are 3, 29, 28, which will come approximately somewhere around here. So this means in a bhava chalitam chart, Jupiter being in 12th number sign, but it has got the placement in 10th house. Same thing you will apply for Venus as well. Venus is at 2 degrees 55 minutes and 44 seconds. So approximately it will come here, like Venus will also come in 10th house, but at the same time it will remain in a number 12 sign, friends. This is the difference of Rashi chart and bhava chalitam chart. Now how will you predict this? This is a very important thing to understand. When you will predict about Jupiter and Venus, 85% of the result Jupiter and Venus will give. for 11th house and 15% result Jupiter and Venus will give for 10th house. So when you will when the Mahadasha of Jupiter or Mahadasha of Venus begins, you have to very carefully predict 10th house results will come into play, as well as 11th house results will also come into play. This predictive part we will study in the next video, and I'll take some examples also. So basically this is how you prepare bhava chalitam chart. I will explain you very shortly once again what you have to do. If the degrees of the ascendant are more than 15 degrees, then you subtract 15 from it. Whatever you get, that would be the starting point from the same house, whatever sign there is there in the first house. When it is more than 15 degrees, when you subtract 15 from it, the first house will begin from the same sign in the first house in your Rashi chart. But opposite, when you have less than 15 degrees, let's say someone who has number 2 sign, but the degrees of the ascendant are 743, so this is less than 15 degrees. So in this case what we will do, we will add 15 degrees to it, and it will come plus 15, so it will come 2243. So in this case the first house will start from the preceding sign, like number 2 is written here, but the first house will start from the number 1 sign. And the method again which I have explained you in a very simple way, you will follow that method. Any house can cover 2 signs. Like in this case, the first house will begin from 22 degrees and it will number 1 sign will end at 30 degrees, but the first house will still continue till 7 degrees. So this is how you prepare bhava chalitam chart. And always remember one thing, friends, bhava chalitam chart can take 2 signs in one house. This is the role of bhava chalitam chart. So in next videos I'll explain you with examples how to predict about bhava chalitam chart. So this is all for today. Thank you very much.